time in his long political career, Siddaramaiah will take oath as the Chief Minister of Karnataka on Saturday. Exactly a week since the Congress received a huge mandate from the voters of Karnataka, winning 135 out of 224 assembly seats in the state. On Saturday, alongside Siddaramaiah will also be KPCC President DK Shivakumar, who will take oath as Siddaramaiah's deputy. He will be the Deputy Chief Minister. On this episode of State of Play, I tell you how the decision was arrived at and what lies ahead for this new government in Karnataka. Welcome to the show. I am Anusha Ravi Sood. After 3 full days of deliberation on Thursday, the Congress party made it official. Siddaramaiah will be the Chief Minister of Karnataka and KPCC President DK Shivakumar will be the Deputy Chief Minister. The question, who will be Karnataka's Chief Minister, has occupied mainstream media, the screens, the debate, the conversation really in the country since Saturday when the results of Karnataka Assembly Elections 2023 did come in. On Sunday, the Congress called for its very first legislative party meeting in Bengaluru, and in that meeting, although the legislative party, the CLP, passed a one-line resolution empowering the AICC president, in this case Mallikarjun Kharge, to take a decision on who will lead the CLP and in turn become the Chief Minister, the party followed due process and conducted voting of the CLP, where MLAs would not just tell the observers about who their choice for Chief Minister is, but also engaged in secret ballot on a piece of paper, writing the name of the person that they would prefer as Chief Minister. Let's remember, this is actually the process to choose not just the Chief Minister, but also the Prime Minister after Assembly and Parliament elections, respectively. But the entire focus shifted to Delhi starting Monday and has been so in Delhi till Thursday. When the entire action shifted to Delhi, what followed was continuous media attention and focus on not just the residences of AICC leaders, where the several rounds of marathon meetings were taking place with DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. MLAs were supporting these two leaders as well, with central leaders of the Congress, including AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, AICC in charge for Karnataka, Randeep Surjewala, General Secretary of the Congress, KC Venugopal, the chairperson of UPA, Sonia Gandhi, and former AICC President Rahul Gandhi. Deliberations were held with multiple leaders over 3 days, and the focus was all on the residences of Congress leaders, with news platforms claiming to have inside information, minute by minute update on what was being discussed. What followed were also breaking news plates on how what the demands of these two leaders were and how these two leaders were shooting each other's suggestions down. They wouldn't budge, they wouldn't relent, they wouldn't give in, etc. Ultimately, all of this is perhaps the process in a democratic political party. Why should politicians not be ambitious, and who wouldn't really want to be Chief Minister, especially two leaders who have been projected as the face of Congress's election campaign in Karnataka, and both leaders made their cases before leaders of the Congress. But all of this was the focus of the media attention over the last 3 days. Even as questions were raised about why was it taking so long for the Congress to decide, were these deliberations a reflection on the leadership style of the Congress's central leadership, when BJP was raising questions on how long will the Congress really take to name the Chief Minister. There were a lot of taunts coming the Congress's way that the party was being very indecisive, etc. Let's remember one thing. There was never a doubt that Siddaramaiah was the top choice for Chief Minister. Whether it is in the opinion polls that were carried out by multiple agencies in the run-up to Karnataka Assembly elections, where he was picked as the top choice for Chief Minister by more than 40% of the respondents, and this was by several agencies, or whether it was in the secret ballot that was carried out during the first CLP meet, where a majority of MLAs out of the 135, a majority of the MLAs chose Siddaramaiah as their preferred Chief Minister. Even within the party's hierarchy, one need not look beyond Rahul Gandhi's praise of Siddaramaiah in August last year, when he was part of Siddaramaiah's 75th birthday celebrations in Karnataka. he has always been Rahul Gandhi's favorite. Even in the party scheme of things, central leaders of the Congress do see Siddaramaiah as an able administrator, not only because he's been a chief minister in the past, but for the balance he's been able to strike between welfare schemes, which are his pet projects, flagship schemes, if you insist, the Bhagya schemes during his previous term. He was able to strike a balance between welfare schemes and financial prudence. This time around, too, the Congress has 5 guarantees that it has made to the people of Karnataka, and it would rather require a person who has been able to strike the balance between productivity, fiscal responsibility, and implementation of welfare schemes, and Siddaramaiah fits the bill. For the Congress that is looking at social justice as one of its primary pitches in the run-up to 2024 Lok Sabha elections, having Siddaramaiah, a Hinda icon, if you will. A Hinda is a Kannada acronym for minorities, Dalits, and other backward classes. Siddaramaiah is somebody who's able to inspire, mobilize these caste and community groups to come together and back the Congress. Having a Hinda icon like Siddaramaiah as the chief minister of a state that has given the party such a huge mandate works in Congress's advantage, especially when it puts this together with AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, a Dalit leader himself. Although he doesn't like to be known or seen just as a Dalit leader, Mallikarjun Kharge has great sway, has great hold over Dalit communities. With these two leaders, the Congress's pitch for social justice has simply gotten emboldened and more strengthened. In Siddaramaiah, like I said, the Congress also sees a person who will be able to retain most of this caste consolidation that has come as a huge superpower, super booster actually, for the party in the Karnataka Assembly elections. In 2024 Lok Sabha elections, Siddaramaiah may be able to hold a huge chunk of this caste consolidation together in support of the Congress, vis-a-vis DK Shivakumar, who's seen as a Vocaliga leader and who does not find the same kind of resonance among people from various castes and communities, etc., as much as Siddaramaiah does. So what of DK Shivakumar? DK Shivakumar over the last 4 days has put up some hard bargains and has ensured that not only does he become the deputy chief minister, the only deputy chief minister at this point in time, but has also ensured that he will have control and authority over very important key portfolios in the cabinet by ensuring that his supporters, MLAs who come from his camp, are placed prominently in the cabinet. DK Shivakumar has driven a hard bargain, and why not? He was handed the reins of the Congress when it was at its lowest in Karnataka. Let's remember, after the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, the Congress managed to win only 1 out of 28 seats in Karnataka. And that seat was also won by DK Shivakumar's brother, DK Suresh. An organization man, DK Shivakumar has not only been able to build the Congress right from scratch in Karnataka, once again rebuild the Congress rather from scratch, but has led the party into elections in Karnataka Assembly elections, and has also, as promised, to what he claims as a promise that he made to Sonia Gandhi, as promised, he has delivered Karnataka as the state president of the Congress. And now DK Shivakumar has demanded that he be rewarded for his commitment. The first time DK Shivakumar even came on the radar of central agencies, let's remember there are many cases against DK Shivakumar that are being probed by 3 different central agencies: the Income Tax Department, IT, the Enforcement Directorate, ED, and the Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI. But all of this started when DK Shivakumar was playing host to MLAs from Gujarat, when he had to ensure that Ahmed Patel, the late senior leader of the Congress, had to be elected to Rajya Sabha. This was the first time that DK Shivakumar took on Amit Shah directly, who's deemed to be the brains behind BJP's success. DK Shivakumar took on Amit Shah in this instance, and since then he has been bogged down by several cases filed by central agencies. These cases, in fact, became an impediment in DK Shivakumar's elevation to the top job as chief minister. At some level, DK Shivakumar and also those around him perhaps thought that if he were to be made the chief minister, it would make him immune to arrest. It would help stop the alleged witch hunt by central agencies. However, it seems the central leadership of the Congress has calculated that their political rivals do not necessarily play by the book and do not play the game as their predecessors have in the past. It seems the Congress has calculated that if push comes to shove, it makes for great optics for the BJP, in fact, to have a sitting Congress chief ministers put behind bar, arrested and put behind bar. Especially when it comes to allegations of corruption. Let's remember that the Congress in Karnataka made corruption one of its key poll plank to go after the incumbent BJP before elections. Given that corruption was one of their key poll planks, the Congress, it seems, has decided that it would make for bad optics to have DK Shivakumar, who's accused of corruption, money laundering, etc., who's being probed by 3 central agencies. It would offer an opportunity to the BJP on a platter to go after the new Congress government, accusing it of hypocrisy. But as DCM, it isn't as if DK Shivakumar is going to avoid such allegations coming in from the opposition party, whether it is the BJP or the JDS. Then comes DK Shivakumar's identity as a caste leader, as a Vocaliga leader. In this election, if you go by vote shares, the kind of seats the Congress has won, even in the Vocaliga heartland, one could argue that the Vocaligas, in a change of hearts, have moved away from the JDS and voted for the Congress, and DK Shivakumar perhaps was one of the motivators for Vocaliga community to change their votes in support of the Congress. But given that Vocaligas and Lingayats are two politically dominant, socially relevant and educationally forward communities, making DK Shivakumar a Vocaliga the chief minister, the Congress must have calculated, could upset its equation with Lingayats, who have also voted for the Congress in this election, moving away from the BJP and voting for the Congress this election. Between the two leaders, as far as caste sensibilities go, it seems Siddaramaiah emerged as a better choice for the Congress. He may not be from the Vocaliga or the Lingayat community, but as an OBC leader who's also able to command respect from Dalits as well as minorities, the Congress has chosen between the two leaders a leader who will be able to bring together or piece together or hold together a larger caste combination. But what is also special about DK Shivakumar is the fact that he's not just an organization man, but he's also proven his strength and his mettle as the KPCC president leading the party in this particular election. The Congress would do well to have a wartime general like DK Shivakumar leading the party into 2024 Lok Sabha elections as well. So now you know who the chief minister is going to be. Now you know there is going to be a deputy chief minister. What lies ahead for this government? Quite a bit of challenges. On Saturday, after the oath-taking ceremony, the new government led by Siddaramaiah and his deputy DK Shivakumar is expected to hold its first cabinet. And in this cabinet meeting, the party is expected to address how it intends to implement the 5 guarantees it has given to the people of Karnataka as part of its poll campaign. Throughout its poll campaign, let's remember, the Congress has repeatedly insisted that it is going to roll out these 5 promises immediately as soon as it comes to power. Now, what are these 5 promises? 200 units of free electricity to all citizens of the state. Reviving the Annabhagya scheme, which was a flagship scheme of the previous Siddaramaiah government. Ensuring free bus travel for women in government buses across the state. Unemployment stipend for unemployed youth for a period of 2 years, and the last but the big promise, 2,000 rupees as universal basic income for women household heads. For women who run the households, 2,000 rupees per month. And this big promise means a lot of financial resources are needed for its implementation. With Siddaramaiah at the helm of affairs, the Congress is confident that it will not only be able to implement these schemes, but it will not impact the fiscal health of the state. But the big challenge, the big question truly is, how will this new government pull off such large-scale welfare schemes? Fiscal prudence is of great concern. How will the new government strike a balance between social empowerment of people while maintaining fiscal health of the state? From what we understand from a few leaders in the Congress, there have been deliberations, there have been discussions about cutting down on existing schemes and probably merging existing schemes that fall under similar brackets of welfareism or welfare schemes to ensure that the burden on the state treasury is not as high as it is being calculated or expected to be right now. We at South First will keep a tab on how things develop. Do stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.